Chingus, this is Jay aka Simply J Baby, and welcome back to another Simply First Impressions. I know I haven't done a first impression in a while, and I did mention in a video that I would do a first impression to this album, and if you don't know, judging from what's to the side of me and in the title, I am going to be doing a first impression of BTS's Epilogue album, which is the most beautiful moment in life, the Young Forever album. And in my very first episode or first video I did for first impression, I did say that I will be doing a first impression of the album, but for this album specifically, because there are so many tracks, I'm only focusing on the new tracks, which is Fire and Save Me, and the remixes of previous songs that they have released before. And I will also be doing a first impression of these albums because I finally got the chance to have. They are not mine, I'm borrowing them, but I mean, I would say my first impression about the overall album, the quality of it, and what are my thoughts. So let's get into the first impression. So I did a reaction to BTS's Fire MV, and I also did one for Young Forever. I did not, however, upload a reaction to Save Me. I ended up just recording my reaction instead. So here are the clips from all three of those music videos, and yeah, so enjoy those. And if you want, you can click on the link. I'll have like a link somewhere right here where you can watch both those reactions. And yeah, so we'll go into that. It's so pretty! Oh! Get it! Oh my god! So going into the Fire music video, I really liked the music video. Keone from Madrid is the one who choreographed the dance for Fire, and he's an awesome choreographer. Like, I've been following him for years, and man, he's just in the K-pop world like so much this year and last year too. But let's just talk about the song in general. Speaking of which, I didn't do a reaction to the dance music video, but again, awesome choreography. That's why I brought up Keone and the choreography. It was a really good choreography, very hard and intense, but it fits the mood of the song. And going back to the song, it has a super addictive beat. It's like the new Dope 2.0 for them. And because Dope was like, I was just like, how do you beat Dope and all of these songs, and then Fire releases, and I'm just like, man, they keep one-upping themselves, and it's just crazy how addictive and good this song is. And you can just get so pumped from listening to the song. Like, as soon as it released, I kept listening to Fire non-stop. Like, something about the beat is just, it draws you in, and it's a sound that I like. So I mean, it just makes me want to drop all my stuff that I'm currently doing and just dance along to the music video, even though I can hardly dance. And anyways, speaking of the song again, I liked how all the members were showcased in this song. Like, you can hear each and every member clearly, and there's not a member who blends in with each other. It's just, it works so well, and I'm so glad that everyone got more lines I should say, and it's good to hear Jin more vocally in the song and all of that. But yeah, great song, really liked it, and it was a good choice of song to, you know, lead into these promotions, and it's very in your face, very hard, and just is such a good song. So the next song that we will be talking about is Save Me. As you saw in my reaction, the MV was like I feel like I've seen it before, like there's a lot of dance videos where I've seen where it has this kind of aesthetic, and it works for them, and I liked how they did showcase the choreography, because the choreography for the music video was really nice. And then it's a very, like I said, it's very simple, but it's aesthetically pleasing. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the dance version of Infinite's Before the Dawn, where they're in that, you know, that deserted sandy area, but obviously the dances are different, the music's different, but it kind of had that same aesthetic, and I really enjoyed it because with Fire and Young Forever being very artsy and everything, it balances out, you know, that simpleness that BTS can go back to and just show them where they're strong vocally and where they are strong in dance. And perfect, Save Me is such a perfect summer EDM track, and I feel like I've been listening to Save Me more than I have been listening to Fire, because, well, when Fire just released, I watched the video nonstop, and then I got my hands on the album, and I've been listening to Save Me a lot more, because I think I prefer, like, I think I just like the sound better, but both of them are equally just great songs. And I mean, Jimin's vocals in this song too, I can't help it. Oh man, he's the biasest ruiner. They're all good, loved it, love Save Me, and I really can't wait to see Save Me and Fire be performed in KCON LA, because they are going to KCON LA this year, and I finally get to see them live. I missed out on their tour last year when they came to LA, so this kind of is like the first time I'm going to see BTS live, and I do have something special planned along with another friend for BTS, and once more details come out for that, I will let you guys know. But for now, yeah, I really like Save Me. Good music video, great song. And yes, so now we're going to talk about the overall album, and like I said earlier in the video at the beginning, this is more of me talking about the remixes than the all the songs that are listed, because the songs that are listed in the epilogue album are songs from part 1 and part 2, and including remixes from songs that are in part 1 and part 2. So again, I'm going to be talking about the remixed songs, and the first song, or wait, before I go back into that, the other song that I will talk about first is Young Forever. I forgot which track number this is, but in the video later, or when I caption this, I will put it in at which number it is for this album. But again, I did a music video reaction to that. The song itself and the music video are so beautiful. I mean, I kind of favor Young Forever a little bit more than Fire and Save Me, just because the overall message of the song was very, like, you can sense the theme of youth in this song, and there's just something about the song that you feel like a relation to, and it is that time, or at least a lot of the friends that I have in K-pop, or where I am in my age right now, it is where we are in our youth and we're exploring and we're doing all of these things. And so for them to come out with a song like this was very inspiring, and it's just something about it makes me want to, whenever it comes on, I sit back and I just let the song go. I don't do anything. I just let this calmness that this song brings take over, and it's such a beautiful song. The music video itself was a really great video and so aesthetically pleasing, and it just makes you feel so young and free, and I just really liked Young Forever, and yeah, it's a favorite. It's a favorite for sure. I mean, but then again, I'm super biased. I liked all of these songs that I'm talking about in this album first impression. The next song we are gonna talk about is the House of Cards full length edition. When the Run album part 2 came out and the House of Cards was an outro, I honestly was feeling kind of like there should be more. Like, I wanted more of the song. Instrumentals were great. I loved the dark sounds of the strings and the orchestra, and I'm just really, really happy that this is a full song. Like, really, like, this is one of the few songs that I was hoping that they would do, like, if they were ever going to release one, a full version of the song, because in the prologue video you can hear the instrumentals for House of Cards at the end, and something about it is just so mystifying and eerie, and it's beautiful, and just this song, it's just, I'm so glad that it's a full song this time, and it has a quality that will draw a person in when you listen to it, and just the vocals alone on top of the music itself, I mean, chills. I have chills. Anytime this song comes up, I'm just like automatic chills, goosebumps running up my arm, and I'm like, I like this song a lot, and I'm so happy. And again, it's just, I'm so glad that it's a full song, and all the remixes, like, I'm gonna tell you now, I love this album. I loved all the remixes. I loved what they did, the concept, everything. When I go into this talking about the full album, I mean, because this is my first time actually going to see these albums. Whoops. Yeah, I just really, really like that. Whoops. Excuse my clumsiness. Really excited. But yeah, the full version of House of Cards, great song. Always will recommend this song. And yeah, so the next song that we are going to talk about, yes, I script my stuff out so I know what I'm going to be talking about, is the Love Is Not Over full length edition. Again, it's one of those songs from, I believe this was from part 1, and they're like, there has to be more. There has to be more to this song, and it's so good to hear a full version of the song. The moment I heard the song, I feel like all my feels were just snatched away from me, and it brought me to life, because this song, let me tell you, the feels that this song brings, and I really kind of want to learn, no, like, not kind of, I really do. I really want to learn how to play the piano version of this song, because I do play piano, but not as actively as I want to. I haven't had practice in a long time, but maybe this will be one of the songs that I learned over the summer, and I can learn how to play, and maybe one day show you guys. Hopefully, it depends if I'm not busy. But again, really, really pretty song, really beautiful. The vocals never fail. They never do. And like, having a full version of Love Is Not Over really ties the epilogue album together, like, because they included House of Cards, which is the outro to the part 2 album, and Love Is Not Over is the outro for the part 1. So, like, having part 1 and part 2 outros together as full songs really does tie in to, you know, what this epilogue album is, what part 3 is, and it's so beautiful. And I'm just so glad the rapping line also gets lines for the song, because I believe in the outro or the shorter version, it was just the vocal line, and so hearing the rap line, which is Rap Monster, Suga, and J-Hope have parts, it's just really just so much feels. Really loved it. And yeah, so the last part, like, we're getting into the half of what I'm talking about, the remixed versions of I Need You, Run, and Butterfly, which I Need You was from part 1 and Run and Butterfly were from part 2 of the trilogy for BTS, for the most beautiful moment in life. And the first one that we will talk about is the I Need You urban mix for this remix. And there was another version of I Need You. There is the I Need You remix, and then, but the one I'm talking about right now is the urban mix, which I liked this version of the song. I really, really liked the acoustics. I think I've said it before in previous videos that I am a big sucker for acoustic music, or like coffee shop vibes type of music, and this song, this version of this song happened to bring that, and it's just something so soulful from this mix, and it's my favorite version of the song. Not the, like, so there's the I Need You the original, there's this one, and the remix, and I prefer the urban mix, which I really like because that is just my aesthetic. I like acoustic music, so yeah, the falsettos, the vocals, everything about the song I really, really liked, and again, it is my favorite version of this song. So now that I did talk about the urban mix, I will talk about the remix, which it was a good remix. Like, you can tell the differences between the urban mix and the remix, and with the remix, I liked the beat. So for the I Need You remix, I liked the beat that was part of the chorus, and this version of the song had somewhat of a mystical type of vibe to it. I feel like that's a big theme in this album. It has like this mystical type of feel to the album, and I think that's what it is. When you think of youth, you think of fantasies and lightheartedness and all of that, but it has also that sense of mystery. And if you get what I mean, I may be weird, I don't know, but I couldn't really say like much about this remix. Again, I preferred the urban mix more, but the remix is still good. Some differences is that there is more of a dubstep EDM type sound that the remix gives, which again was a good one, but I just personally like the urban mix more better. And yeah, I think it caters to two different, like, coming out with two different versions of the song caters to people who would like those specific type of sound. So the next remix we will talk about is the Run Ballad mix, and was it the song, or no, not this one. This was the second song that I listened to when I got the album in my hands. It is one of the favorite tracks off this album completely, because all of the vocals, just absolute chills whenever you listen to it. Especially that beginning when Jungkook starts off with his high note, and it was like that high note he hit for the Mamas last year in December, where in the beginning it's just him singing Run, and it's just like, oh god, I'm done. I'm super much done, and the song slays. But like the piano, the strings, I liked how it was such a nice slow song, and they made a ballad version because the song is so beautiful as a ballad too. And I'm very much J-Hope biased in BTS. For BTS, I should say, I'm very much. and his singing part, I fell more in love with him even more, and it's just like, don't do this to me. All the feels right now, this album just giving me life, giving me feels, and I just can't. And again, beautiful, beautiful song. I like the addition of the strings, the piano, the orchestra sound, how it was slowed down, and another beautiful song. And that's kind of why this is like I want to say that this version is in the top 3 favorites for this album. And yeah, so the next song we are going to be talking about is the Run alternative mix, and I couldn't really tell what the difference was between the original version and this version. Like, I felt like I was straining to like hear what the differences were, but all I'm gonna say is that is again a good version of the song because it sounds like the original. I just want to say that the instrumentals for this was more emphasized, like certain instruments were emphasized more in this remix than it was in the original version, because this, like I said, it sounds just like the original version. It's not like the Ballad version, where the Ballad version is slow. So at first, when I did listen to it, I was like, is this the same song? Isn't this the same song? But again, I feel like just certain instruments were showcased in the song, and they had more, I can't explain it, but I feel like certain instruments were just more noticeable to hear out in this version compared to the original version. The next favorite out of this album that ranks in the top 3, it's actually the very first song that I listened to off this album, because I knew that they had to do a different version of this song, which is the prologue mix to Butterfly, because I believe in the prologue video you hear the instrumental for it, and I'm just like, are they gonna create another version? Like, why would they not create another version? Because you just can't tease your fans like that. You can't tease like a slower version of Butterfly. And I was really, really hoping when they did announce that they were gonna do the last version, which is this one, that they would include the slowed down or this version of the song. And I liked how there was a new verse that was put into this version of the song. Instead of having it be the rap line, it was straight up all the vocal line for the song. And this, I've said it in a different version, the song makes me want to learn the piano for it, and I think I will. I have my hands on the music sheets for it, so one day when I get through everything, I will try and practice it and learn it, and one day show it to you guys. But yes, I loved Butterfly. I even loved Butterfly from the original from part 2. The original was just a great song, so hearing the prologue mix the song, I'm just one happy fangirl. I really liked this version a lot, and like I said, it's one of the top 3. So if I had to rank my top 3 favorite songs from this album alone, in terms of like the new songs and remixes, it would have to be Young Forever, Butterfly the prologue mix, and the Run Ballad mix. And they were just such great songs. And so, last song to talk about, because this video is getting really, really long, the last song to talk about is the Butterfly alternative mix, which, just like the Run version, I had to strain to figure out what the differences were in this version of the song. But I want to say that, again, certain instruments for the alternative mix were just highlighted more, and that's what makes the sound different. But it's still kind of the same song because it's still upbeat and it follows the same tempo and all of that. So again, great song, really enjoyed it. I wish I could tell more of the difference for the alternative mix. This is the part where I'm gonna do some closing thoughts. So I really enjoyed this album. Really, really great album. I want the physical album for myself. Like, I will get my own. I'm just borrowing this for the sake of the album, and I'm definitely recommending that you listen to this album if you want to listen, like if you're new to K-pop and you're trying to figure out some groups, like besides the other groups that I definitely recommend from my other Simply First Impressions videos. With this album, if you want to know who BTS is, definitely check out the Prologue album, because at least with the Epilogue, I should say, my bad guys, been talking for quite some time already, like this is already going into 30 minutes. If you want to know who BTS is and you want a good, solid album where it has a variety of songs, the Epilogue album, this album, has part 1 and part 2. It has those songs in it, so you can listen to the 2 discs that are in it, and it contains all of the songs from the trilogy, and definitely recommend it. And I'm excited to see BTS live in LA come KCON in July. And I want to say, in terms of BTS, this has to be my favorite album that they have released so far, and I'm just excited to know what they're gonna do next, of course, after a while of rest and after they're done with touring and promotions. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they have next in store, because they did end off the Save Me music video with Boy Meets and Then It's Blank, and so there is a hint of a new promotion or a new concept coming soon for them whenever that happens. But definitely recommend this album, and if you're new to K-pop and you are barely getting into BTS, this is an album I definitely recommend that you guys listen to. I really liked it, and yeah, so before I end off the video, I will also give you my first impression of the physical album. So this is the night version of A Young Forever. So what the night version contains is, this is the photo book that's inside of it, and like K-pop albums, what you should know if you're new to K-pop, especially if you're new to K-pop, is that their stuff is very, very much, whoops, I need to pick that up later, it's very much high quality. Like, you are really getting what you paid for, because look at all these pictures. Is that Jimin? Yeah, that is. So really nice, thick photo book, and it comes with their promotion pictures. I believe, hey J-Hope, I believe that the photos are different for each version in Suga. So it comes with that, and it has different photos. This is their photo book, and it's pretty thick, pretty sturdy. You know, it's very good quality. And then this is the 2 discs that this comes with. Oh, I really like this picture. That the album comes with. Gotta be careful about this though, because it doesn't come with like an overlaying case like some albums do, where it's like the discs are inside. So like if you do decide to pick it up, be careful. Please be careful, because the discs are on the outside. I'm gonna put it like that. That is the other side of the CD case, and it does come with a poster on the inside, which I believe it is the same cover as the album. So that's what this version comes with. This is the night version, and this is the version I actually want to get for myself. But yeah, so this is the night version of the album. Just gotta be careful. Oh, wait. Putting it in the wrong way. Whoops. So yeah, you do get a poster, and what's not shown in here, because I am borrowing this and they decided to keep the photo card out of it. Certain of this album does come with photo cards as well. So again, you're really getting your money's worth for this album, because it comes with a photo card. Look how thick this is. Look how thick. It comes with a photo card, 2 CDs, and a poster, plus a really nice photo book. And yeah, so this is the day version, because they had a night and day version for their this epilogue version. And again, it comes with thick photo book, which is again another hard case, not hard case. You know what I mean. And I believe again that the pictures here are different because it is during the day instead of night, whereas the night version we have pictures from at night. And again, a lot of pages, a lot of good things to look through this version. And also, it's a different color. Whereas this one is kind of purple yellow, this one is blue teal yellow. And this is the CDs that it comes with. It is really cute, very colorful. I really like the whole rainbow colors. And then this is the other side, which is them in the hot air balloon. This is the balloon for the hot air balloon. But yeah, this is them in the hot air balloon. And the picture that is the poster is actually this poster. It's them in the hot air balloon, which kind of, if I had to admit though, is just like, I liked how, I mean, yes, it's cool that they're in a hot air balloon, but you could barely see them in the picture, which kind of sucks. And it's kind of grainy too, like how they look here is kind of grainy. But I guess because the hot air balloon is the focus of the poster. But yeah, so that is my first impression. Again, also this album comes with a photo card that's inside, which is not in this one because my friend did keep the photo cards for themselves in a separate area, and really enjoyed it. Really high quality album. You really are getting your money's worth if you decide to buy these physical albums. And I hope to pick one up myself when I get the chance later on. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Again, definitely recommend the album. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression. I know it was a very long one, but I mean, I knew it was going to be long considering that this album, or this was a lot to talk about. And I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression, and I hope if you are new to K-pop, you do check this album out, give it a shot, because it is such a good album, and you won't regret listening to this album at all. Again, definitely recommend, and I think that's it for this first impression. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow me on all my social media, and I will see you soon. And as always, rise and grind, Chingus. Bye!